Hey, it's Laurel, and it's time to check the tables. Hey everybody, it's Laurel from the North Raleigh Seed Library, and I'm hoping this picture-in-picture works, and if it doesn't, I hope it's not just me talking, that you're actually seeing Julie and Jeff's beautiful garden. So the reason that we came over, well, thanks to Rebecca Salazar, she wound up talking to her neighbor and asking if we could come check out what they're doing on this side of the property line. And I found something so incredible that I want to share with you. I don't know how many people are dealing with hardscaping issues and runoff issues, but I want to show you a couple of ways that they've solved this problem. Like at my yard, I have a lot of rock and gravel that I've used to try to help control the erosion, but they have a really deep slope, and they have put in some really interesting retaining walls that are doing the trick. So they built them themselves, which is just a feat in itself because that is heavy work, heavy work. So I want to show you kind of what they're dealing with. Let me scoot down this hill just a little bit. All right, so we have the drop off, but then we're talking about a serious slope. So I'm going to walk down a bit and show you kind of what they've done. So they've put in a split rail fence and a gate, and that helps as far as putting in some kind of division between that and the really steep drop off. But check this out. They have also built another retaining wall, and then they've built a third retaining wall. So you have an interlocking cement block system here, and then you have a more designer type rock here, and it runs all the way up underneath the deck rails, which is super smart. I wouldn't have thought to go under the deck rails, and then it tiers up with an above the second layer garden, and it tiers up again with a garden on top of that. And it's just such a great idea for how they're controlling their erosion. They said that they built this last week, which is so cute. It's just a nice place to relax, a little pergola with a couple of hanging chairs. But I really like too how they went ahead and put in the landscape plants down the way, just to try to stop some of the water runoff on their hill. I've got one more thing to show you before we go, but again, if you're dealing with runoff problems, these are some really great solutions to some hard areas in the yard. Stay tuned. Okay, on the opposite side of the house, they've done the same thing with the metal edging and the rock to kind of hold the ground in place. But look at this. This is something that's really a great idea. They use tiny pea gravel and then larger pieces of rock to create a step to go up and around their corner. They've got the landscape plants that as they grow will catch the water. This is the ground so that they can put in another garden with a little pathway all the way through. So I hope this gave you some great ideas to use at your house.